Okay, let's have one or two live commentary games, I think. So they lighten things up after the heavy talk on static versus dynamic stuff. So let's get crushed instead now. So I'm playing an FM, so 2188. Okay, I'll tell him hi. There, since he said hi, I can see the chat window for a change. Right. I'll go for this, trying to close up the centre. And will this be in the knight sack line or something? I'll play quick B5, Queen B6, and maybe F5. Put F5 here to see if he's going to play E takes F. So I'm trying to close up the king side and gain space on the queen side. What about H5? Would that be really outrageous? I think I'll do it to play G6 because I think I've been influenced by this recent IM I played. I was looking at his French games and he did seem to close up the king side with G6 even to make sure white, wasn't blasting F5 and the structure in general. So I wonder how this is going to work out. Hopefully it won't be a complete disaster. Although E6 seems weak. So knight B8. See if I can get away with this. Okay. It's G3 there. Okay, I'm gaining a bit of space, I think. Okay, cement H5. Right, again more space, maybe A3, undermine this chain. Okay, big question. Do I take? I could take on C3 and then on D4. Maybe I will do that. Or it's bishop A6, I want to lose E6. Or knight A5 to B3, knight A5, queen A4, bishop D7. But then maybe, I don't know, knight C4 might give me a bit of counterplay. I'll go for that. So knight B3 here. Okay, so if I take, always recapture over there. Okay. Maybe bishop E7 just to take on G5 for the moment. Might be an idea. But if he takes on C5, then I'm maybe in trouble. Where would the queen go? Maybe queen C7, so bishop G5 on E5. Okay, for the moment, G takes, he can move the knight to attack H5, so I think take this though and I lose D5, so probably the lesser evil is G takes, even though H5 is dropping off. So once H5 drops off, I can do King E7 though, I suppose G6, bishop G5. What about H5 here for the moment? Just to avoid losing a pawn, is it worth it? Don't know actually. Bishop G5, bishop H5, King E7. Then he takes, then that looks like trouble. I think I'll play H4 here to play bishop G5 next if I get a chance. So bishop H5, maybe King D7. Bit shorter on time as well here. So what's going on? Bishop H5, King D7. Knight H5, oh yes, that's probably a bit more worrying. So coming into F6, can I play Knight C6 just to undermine D4? So Knight F6, maybe I can take it and then take on D4. There's Knight E6. So I'll take on G5 first and then play Knight C6. So allowing this big Knight F6, but then King E7, Then G5, it looks a bit dangerous for my king. CD, starting to be a bit messy. Maybe you can play D takes C here. There's also G7 coming up, and Knight F6. Can I get away with just castling? Knight F6 takes, take on D4. Castling, that's a bit outrageous, isn't it? That's probably why I should go for it. I can still legally castle. So maybe Knight F6, just King G7 actually. King G7 here, and then try and protect against Bishop H6's Rook H8. That's Bishop H6 wins on the spot. Well, this knight's covering these two squares, so maybe not. I'm just hoping D4 is going to drop off at some point. So this pawn's sort of helping me at the moment, blocking the G file. So you might want to try and just get rid of that, or check, and then king moves, and then G7 looks dangerous. So here I can sack the exchange maybe with Rook here to play Rook takes H5 to temporarily fend off and try and take on D4. Take on D4 now, I think. Can I get this other rook, like Bishop A6, in to play Rook H8 to stop the Queen coming in? Or is there's a concrete threat on D4? Can I just take that? Aim for the ending soon, or something, if I get to an ending. There's F4, Bishop F4, Rook F8. How do you defend? There's Rook G4 and there's Queen D4. Takes. Don't know. So F4's something to bear in mind here. There's a forcing move. Okay. So Bishop moves, F4, takes, Rook F8, Rook G4. There's Knight takes D4 instead of Queen takes D4. I can play Knight takes D4. So I think F4 is a very useful idea here. So Bishop moves, F4. It's good the Bishop can't instantly give the Queen access to H5. He's taken like that. I'll take with that pawn just to keep the pressure. I don't want the Queens off. Now he's coming in for a very dangerous attack. But where's the check here? So F6. So I can take on E5. I think that's something. E7's protected, so that looks good. Coming through the centre. And this is something stronger here. I think taking on E5. So maybe I can survive this with Rook H8 or something. In fact, I don't need to worry about Queen H6 at the moment. So Bishop D3 to E4 looks good. B2. No, okay, so this is now very dangerous. So let's see, check. Okay, or do I just play F4, attacking his queen? F4 could be good. Then if it takes, Knight takes Rook C7, King F6, Rook F7 mate. No, the Knight's protecting. The Knight's protecting F7. So that's cool. So Queen takes, Knight takes, and I've got the big B pawn coming in. Okay, now surely I can get something going here with a check, or Rook H5 first. B2. What about just B2 on Rook C6? Oh dear. Throw in a check and then Queen G6 maybe. So Bishop F3, Queen G6, but I've got to move quick now. So okay, B2 here. So if takes, there's B1 Queen. If Rook G1, there's B1 Queen. This is looking very, very good. So I'll come back here. He resigned. A very tense game indeed. So that's not how to play the French defence. I wouldn't recommend this at all. So exchange attacks are often just totally essential to gain a bit of time. And yeah, okay, please leave any comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks very much.